Hello my dear girls, I'm very excited. This is a consistency video, pro users only. Let me just tell you, I love consistency group. I love how encouraging, how supportive, how engaging you are. Reading the WhatsApp group is one of the highlights of my day, so please stay active. This is an amazing community. Regarding this video, we will be doing it once per week for the next months. We will not mix it with the glow days. On the other days, from the consistency video, you can definitely repeat the glow days, neck videos, my feedback based on my feedback videos, or the videos that just make you see the result or make you feel good. So just to repeat, continue with the glow is the base. Trust me, there is no like one secret regarding this one wrinkle or this one area. You have to address the neck, you have to address the scalp, you have to address those big muscle groups and those tiny muscle groups that create those imperfections. And let's start. We will need the gloves, we will need a Q-tip for today's lesson, and we will definitely need about 30 minutes after this lesson because we will be somewhat red. And you will see how this video is different from the glow videos. We will go slower, we will go deeper, we will go more palpation oriented techniques, more inside. I really truly encourage you to take your eyes, tongue, ears and put them on each of the fingers, because the fingers will have to really palpate and give us feedback from the tissue. That's probably the largest secret. As soon as you're gonna hear your tissue, as soon as you're gonna understand where those gummy parts that you need to release, that's when the beautiful magic changes that no one can believe are happening. And we will start with the resistance exercise of the neck. So take your hands and place them on a end of your head and let your head just hang. No, hands are not pressing, just the gravity and the weight of your hands already doing the stuff. We will go a little slower, we will take breaths. Make sure that you remember that your chest has to be up and you are just sitting on your sitting bones straightly. You are respecting your lower back, you're sitting on your sitting bones. Get inside of your body. Now start bringing your hands towards the back by lifting your head. So this is a resistance, and we're gonna stay here for another 15 seconds. So your head is pushing your hands, your scapula, those bones on the back are not together, they are apart. And you breathe. Then again, you let your hands win and the gravity win, and you just hang your head on top of your body. You might feel a pull from your sacrum. Literally, you might feel a pull from under your scapula. That's okay, no pain. That's still the rule. But if there is any slight discomfort, slight pull, that's normal. Now again, let the head win. Let the head win. Long head. Imagine that the string is going right inside of your head and lifting you, and you're pressing with the back of your head into your hands. And again, let your hands win. So just let your hand drop. Again, make sure that you're not doing it here and you're not doing it with your scapulas together and your chest is high. Now let your head win, and with a little push from your big thumbs, let your head lengthen a little longer. Very, very good. Take a second, and let's start. We definitely need to work on the back of the neck. Majority of who is in consistency, and honestly everybody who is looking at their phone needs to work on the back of the neck. Now we will place our hand here, right a little bit, maybe even a little bit further than we usually start, a little bit here. Let your fingers melt into the tissue, okay? And the motion that we will be doing will be happening not here. Here, that's it. The palm belongs to the tissue. The motion will be going from the shoulder, right? And what we're going to do, we're going to just think Just think about turning our head opposite side. You just give a little slight pull and you should feel the pull under your hands. You feel that pull? Yes, don't let it go. Let your hand really melt. And now slowly remember the string from your head. The chest is not falling and not over flaring the ribs, just straight, so your ribs the same level as your pubic bone, yes, and your chin is going straight. Imagine here is a shelf and the chin is going straight, and you start going slowly. Slowly your hand is sliding towards the back, and once you go into your sternocleidomastoid, once you here, you're going to return your head, but not let the hand do anything. The hand is still solving the tissue, holding the tissue. Now again, the head is turning and the hand is sliding, and you almost already behind your sternocleidomastoid. Go back again to the middle, and again start sliding, sliding, sliding. And when your hand is way already almost towards the back, you're going to have your hands going to grab one part of them. Let me show you. So you're going to grab, 1 second. You're going to grab with your fingers. This is my spine, cervical spine, and you're going to grab this tissue and hold it for a second, like a soft taco, like a taco soft. So I'm not trying to dig in, I'm just trying to grab it. And I'm holding it there, and I'm slowly tilting my head down and going back, holding it there and slowly tilting my head down and going back. The tissue has to almost leave your hand. Take a second, check that side, relax your hand, and let's go with the second side, the same exercise. We're going to start. Motion is happening here, so it's not like my hand is not moving. No, the motion is happening here. I'm sitting, and let's go. Slowly let your hand melt. The first motion is super slow. When you start getting to your sternocleidomastoid, you return your head, but you're not letting the tissue being pulled again. And slowly again. And when you're behind again, you return, but the tissue is not going. When people are asking me what to do with double chin, I'm like, bring it where it belongs, towards the back. Now that taco hold, so I hope you have seen it. Let me just show it from the second side, just in case. My hands are here, and I'm doing a little compression, and I'm gonna slowly start tilting my head down and coming back, tilting my head down, and my head still lift, not just drop it, still lifting, like I'm trying to lengthen this area. You can take another hand and pull the head out of your neck and slowly relax. Your head should feel good. Now the next exercise, find your sternocleidomastoid and your trapezius. This is trapezius, this is sternocleidomastoid, and right here it's a window. Take your hand, one hand here, this hand belongs to the tissue, not doing, and this hand is lifting right in that window where is our nerve bundles, our good stuff, is there venous thing going right under the ear, and then holding there, you should already have a little more tissue. You're going to grab that tissue and go above your head, and this hand is going to meet this hand and get more tissue and hold hold it. You might feel like, oh, I'm not holding anything, but even a little bit, this hand will get more tissue. Then we will be doing the lift. And again, you take your hand now, you don't have second hand to help, but you still slide in very nicely. And when you're on the head, don't be that nice. Pull a little bit more tissue, like almost scrub it with your nails and give it to upper hand. And again, go a little like this. Scrub it with your nails up to the ear and give it to the head. And now here, remember how we did like a pull on the back? We will be doing a little pull here and a little vibration, lifting it all right here. Be a messy hair, but that's good because we will finish with the scalp massage, of course. Now again, now use two hands. Use two hands, scrub it, scrub the tissue. This hand is waiting and taking more and holding. Now help this hand because it's hard to have that little tissue and hold it, and you can see how this affects the eyebrows immediately. So let's continue another time. Go, scrub. Pick up with the upper hand, help upper hand to hold it, and with a little vibration, leave it up. Now, where is the sternocleidomastoid meets the head? I want you to start compressing it, not pulling the muscle out, but just start compressing and making sure that the tissue there is soft. You can start with the upper layers and then try to grab it a little bit deeper. Little bit. Taking it a little bit deeper, but not pulling it. Just pinching it nicely. And a little bit of vibration. Let's give this hand a little shake, a little rest. Now place your hand like this, and this hand will be going right next to the elbow. And I want you to have this hand pressing and this hand pressing. And while this is happening, your hand is here making up and down motions on your forehead. Make sure that your elbow is trying to reach the camera. This is the back line together with your forehead massage. Start from the middle again, press, but at the same time, not only, so this is different from the strong hand. You should feel something happening here. You should feel when you press your elbow into your palm and your palm into your elbow, should feel how your latissimus dorsi is on. And we need this because we need the support for our rhomboid. And start with vibration, just going along the muscle fibers on top of your eyebrow, right here. Very good. Now let's do the second side with the window. So first help your hand with your hand. Help your hand. Start scrubbing this from the ear. See how different the tissue is. Pick up here, good, and drag it a little bit up, have a little vibration, and only when you feel the tissue is out, and again, scrub it from your head, scrub it, and give it here. Hold here. You can, like I feel right now, I didn't scrub that much. That's why I will repurchase and scrub it again, the scalp from my head, and give it and help not to lose it. And with vibration, somewhere on the suture of your temporal bone, so somewhere here, you just let it go. And again, scrub it. You can tilt your head, you will be able to scrub more let other hand is wait for this tissue, and let other hand have like you're trying to make a fold and up. Very good. Now sternocleidomastoid next to the ear, right next to the ear, just a little bit, and understand which side feels more free. Very good. Now the same, press, make sure that something is here, feels like it's on, and start vibrating and massage along the fibers. And again, press. The elbow is not close to you, the elbow is far away. And relax, relax. Now I want you to do a little bit of platysma rolling. We'll take the fold and we'll start going towards our middle of the neck, and we will drop it here. And again, aesthetics. And a little bit higher, bring in the blood flow. And from another side, so we will go on a half of the neck, because on the upper side we will use a little different technique. So this is just a little roll, not trying to grab it deeper. This is a platysma, it's a skin muscle, our depressor, and we need to approach it just like this. Now I'll find your sternocleidomastoid, give it a little bit of touch, just to understand where we're going. We're going under the jaw muscles to hyoid belly and stylohyoid and digastric, just so we know that sternocleidomastoid is happy. Because if this is not happy, just make sure that it feels soft. Now I want you to walk on top of your sternocleidomastoid behind your ear and hold it there. And now start moving your jaw opposite direction. Open and move, don't open too much. You can place another hand here and you will see what's happening, right? Like if you walk. And now 3 times one side, 3 times the side that we, major side that we're working on. And again, 3 times this side. Comfortable. And now back. And now this, again, very deeply, going to give some tissue on the ear to this hand, and we're gonna scrub it almost with nails. Who is not afraid? Scrub with nails and drop. Second side here. So find your sternocleidomastoid and start the jaw. 1, 2, 3, another side. When you go that side, it gives you more tissue and you pick it up. 1, 2, 3. This side. Give you the tissue and start rolling this. Give it to here, and if you were not able to make any fold, now it should be a little bit easier. Great, great. Now we're going to do the scalp massage in real time, so long scalp massage. We will start with the back of our neck. First, we need to warm it up with the first knuckles. Warm it up. Warm it up behind the ears. We're already working a lot with occipital bone today. And now we need to start with a little higher. So My nose is itchy. So now behind your ears, we're going to start like behind the ears, where's the on top of the ears, we're gonna start doing this technique. When we take our hair, roll it, roll another one next to it, and we move them apart, against each other, towards each other, and just every direction, and then finishing with the 360 and 360 on another side, and feeling which fold was a little bit harder to move for me. For example, this one. So my next fold will be next to it, and etc. So you're not gonna see it because it's in the back, but it is happening, and we will be doing this real time, because I know when you're not without me, you're kind of doing it too fast, and we need to really work through, because the lift will happen when the scalp is ready. So I'm taking them next to the roots, I'm moving them apart of each other, and if I feel like, okay, they both move nicely, they both move equally, then I take another two strings of the hair. But if I feel like one is not moving as good as another one, I would stick to that one and make sure it moves. So they all have to be kind of equal towards each other. So towards each other, apart of each other, and 360. People who never worked with the scalp, of course, it will take a little longer. So feel free to take breaks on with your hands, because the hands are getting tired, but not bad. A little workout. Make sure that you're not doing it here. That's the only thing. And start behind the ears. To respect the sacral floor. And I do it like 1, 2, like this. Hellos rounds. My second round. I start from the middle, but you can start anywhere. It's just sometimes if I feel like one side is fully not working, not moving, then I just spend more time on this side. Left, right. And you see, I don't pull any hair. So if you're feeling like you know your hair is falling, it's not because of this. It's they meant to fall. They would fall in your when you brush your hair, or they would fall in the shower, but they would fall. So this one is actually growing the hair. Now you can actually see what I'm doing. Right, 360. This feels like they move similar to each other, so I'm gonna take the next ones. This one feels moving less, so I'm gonna just see if I can take a fold next to it. Good. The aging happens from our skull. The skull gets smaller. And if you ever seen the scalp, it's actually very thick. Very thick. Like for some reason people think it's very thin, but it's actually very thick. So it's a thick scalp, and then you have the bone. But the problem is happening when it's stuck to the bone, because it's still fascial. And when it's stuck to the bone, it's like you lost one of the vessels for the venous blood outflow from your face. So it is very important to have this all working, because this is how aging, then we say something with our skin, but skin is truly doing its best. Let's go this way. Oh, interesting. Especially when it's like the bone meets the bone, there is a lot of opportunity for that tissue to be helpful for us as regarding the venous outflow, but usually it's stuck. Craniosacral rhythm also benefits from the scalp massages. I know, girls, hands are tired. You can take a break. Just don't. Or you can, for example, if you have a high chair like I have, you can be on the sofa and just lay like this and do it if your neck is tired. But not on a short sofa, on a high sofa. You can just lay like this and do it. Bring the motion. Mm. Continue. That's why we need to do it just once per week. Because of course every day doing this, it's unrealistic. We don't want unrealistic. We want realistic time-wise exercises. And when you get closer to the face, pay special attention, because here's where is your forehead connects, and we know that where a muscle is connected to other structure, it's usually a lot of tension. And here you're not gonna have a lot of motion, but there has to be some motion. And if you don't feel any motion, you can do something like this. But no pain. And of course, here you already understand that you have to be finishing with a little lift. Let's do this together, starting from the ear. So circles and a little lift for 2 seconds. Circles and a little lift. Circles and a little lift. Ooh, my biceps. Ooh. Circles and a little lift. Circles, lift. 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 Give your hands a little break. Shake your hands. Hands are rested. Let's go with the temporalis. So our idea, we will be driving our tissue inside. So 4 circles away from the face, but inside, like you're trying to go inside of your temple. And then a little lift and another 4 circles and a little lift, both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, a little lift, and on another lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, another lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, another lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, another lift. When we get into the hair, we will go 8 times, because it's a tougher tissue, and lift, 4, another 4, and lift. Now place your big thumbs on your masseter, open your jaw, and slide them down on the ridge of your masseter, so not on your cheek. Another one. Right till the end, and rest for a second. Now we will be doing the same with the temporalis, but we will be just sliding it all towards the scalp, towards the head, opening the mouth and closing the mouth. Opening, and when you close, don't let the tissue be dragged down. So when you close the mouth, the temporalis is shortens, it contracts. So you're not letting, the muscle still works, right? Because the jaw is still closing. But the fascia, we're trying to make it length. So it's very slow. We already warm it up, so this plastically can change. Very slow. You open, it lengthens. You close, but you don't let the tissue go. Again, open, close, don't let the tissue go. If you need to use your fingertips to stop, or nails, if you don't have nails, use it. And you slide in it towards the middle of your head. And let it go this way. I think the eyes are getting done. Let's get the masseter engaged fully. Place your gloves on your hands, and what we will be doing, we'll be hanging on our hand. So the idea is we have 3 spots here, 1, 2, 3, right next to the masseter, and we will hang our tissue. We will drive our tissue there, and then we will hang our, so this is will look like this is if I'm gonna be inside, but I want to show you from the outside. I'm gonna be lifting the tissue. I found that corner, don't go anywhere, just like your finger will try to get here. And you just hang for a little bit. So lift. Here on my staff, I go a little bit above, not super uncomfortable. Make sure that if the eye does something like this, you can just hold your skin here and drop your head. You feel the reach of the bone from both sides. Hang, and lift. You should feel the lift. And now the second point. Go, like you're trying to up. Here, my finger is here. And up. My nail feels the masseter. If you close your mouth, you should feel it contract, but the idea is to lift the tissue and use the weight of the head to make this lift possible. And the last point. Lift. Got to the point of where I'm meeting the bone. And I'm going a little bit above the bone, if that's possible. And relax. This will make this area lifted like this. Now we will go into the masseter again and repeat this again. Upper part. Here's my finger. I'm making sure I don't create lines. And I hang. Oh ho ho. Don't poke anything in your, but it might be uncomfortable as any intraoral technique that brings result. Lift. When I say lift, you need to understand that there will be a layer that feels like you pulling. That's a lift. It's not gonna be all of, like, you're not gonna make this all folded there, but there will be an area of the buccal fascia that needs to be lifted and given back to masseter. Second point. And the third. Lift. lift, relax. This cheek does feel like it got work done. Second hand. 1, 2, 3. When I'm inside, my nail sometimes feels the masseter because I'm going on top. You don't expect like your finger be all the way there, no, because masseter is really stuck to the bone. But expect feeling a little bit with the tip of your finger the masseter. So lift, 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 off. Get where you're like, okay, I can't go deeper. Make sure that you're on top. Close your mouth. Feel like, okay, something is contracted there. You're in the area and hang. You're not trying to go under this bone. You're more here. You're thinking of the masseter. And breathe. Second. Lift, lift. And arrive. Third point. Warmth. You should feel warmth in your cheek that you did. Lift, 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 lift. And go. Not only we are talking to the masseter now, we are lifting the fat pockets that tend to go that way. And we need them to go that way. And we're lifting them from the fascial septums. Now again, second pass. Don't get upset if you don't feel what's going on. You know that it's normal with intraoral work for first time you see technique. Your fingers will know soon. Just find the bone, don't poke yourself, and have that lift idea of like a gum prolongs from here. Second pass. My finger is right here. And the last. Very good. Now the techniques with the Q-tip. We will be doing our muscle here, this little levator muscle that causes so much troubles, including under eye bags and nasolabial folds, especially here. So let's start. We're going to pre-tense the tissue and make the circles on one spot. This is very important. You're not making a circle. You found the muscle. How do you find it? Make O, smile, you will feel something contracts. But trust me, if you just move around, you will know where is the muscle belly. And when you start doing those 10 circles, the direction doesn't matter. You will feel like, oh, this muscle is actually still tense, no matter how much you work with the finger. Yeah, I know this is the tense muscle, so it's on the side. Then another 10 circles. Please don't bruise yourself. If you know that you're prone to bruises, just lower the pressure. But this is one of the best way to relax this muscle. 10 circles, like dot, 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 till the end, and then stretch 3 times. promise those circles will go away in 10 minutes to 10-20. Okay, now. And start a little higher, but don't start all the way in between your eyes. No, the muscle is connected somewhere here. And by just making those swirls with your Q-tip, you will feel the tensity, how muscle is actually super tense there. And I bet on the people who has asymmetrical nasolabial folds, they will find that this this muscle is more tense. And stretch, stretch, stretch. Now we will continue doing the Q-tip technique. We will go in here. We will clean this ridge to open the eye from here. If the temporalis really affects the way our eyebrow sits, the way the length here with age, this is what's happening, you know, together with the hollowness of the temples. This is affecting the perseus, and the corrugator affects the way the eye open, you know. So let's start with moving. You place your hand like this, so pre-tense the tissue, and start moving this ridge, this tissue around. Again, this is like I put the glue and it's stuck, so I'm not doing this. No, I'm moving the tissue and I'm not pushing the bone. Just 6-8 times, and you go a little higher. Just move like you're trying to clean the bone. Like you're trying to clean the bone. And the tissue, don't even think about the tissue. You're just trying to clean the bone. The tissue is actually just on top. And stop before your eyebrow stops. See how even like one pass, and this is working wonderfully. And let's do it again. Don't be fooled by, like, if you have too much tissue and you just walking around. It actually means that you need to be, that your moves has to be even smaller. Even less motion. So if you feel like you are just like this is what's happening, make sure that you connect, melt, and you do little motion. Wonderful. Now place your hand like this, and with your knuckle, really place your hand next to the eyebrow, and with your knuckle just go in between the eyebrows, just like this. Pre-tense the tissue as much as you can. Very good. And slowly relax. Now we will go into the corrugator. Use your fingertips or even the nail if you have small nails. I want you to try to, from the beginning, you place one hand here, right where the corrugator starts. If you have 11s, right where your 11 starts. If I would have them, I would start here. So right from here, with your nail, like with your nail, but don't scratch yourself. You place one hand here, and you slowly, not faster than me, you slowly going a little bit almost on top of your eyebrow till the middle of it. And again, now you take the pass higher. You place your finger, stop it, and you slowly. Now I have a feeling the best idea is like you're trying to pick a little gum, and it's just like stretches. Very good. You see, this passes already passed. So, and I bet in real life, oh my hair, in real life it does. Yeah, in real life it doesn't even look as. Hold on, let me figure out. Yes, this like this, as red. So you hold, and first you go on top, slowly, 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 slowly. And then on top, slowly you will feel up a bump. This is the bump that you should just stay, not poke on it, just stay. And relax. Relax. Just nice stretch. Nice stretch. Good. Now close your eyes. Place 3 fingers here, how much it fits, and start doing the blinking. You will feel how your muscle contracts there. And slowly start sliding while you're blinking towards your ears, like this. Very good. Now place your finger right here, right on the bottom, below the eyebrows, and the one on top. Drop your head and slowly take care of that ridge, and slowly. If you feel like, you didn't get the effect, you can do twice, but this is a gentle area, so not more than 2-3 times of this type of passes to create that cat eye look, whatever they call it, just open eye look. Now we're going back to under orbit. So this finger will do this motion, pretension, right? And this finger will be straight and doing the circles. So pretense, bend your finger, and this one is straight. And I want you to smile, and you should feel the muscle contracts. If you don't feel the muscle contracts, just walk around, you're gonna start feeling. So this is my bone. I'm standing on a bone, pretensing, and with a straight finger, I am going to do 30 circles on one spot. Very good. And now this finger is pretensing it up, this finger is straight, and making another 30 circles. Slowly remove, stretch a little bit, calm down the tissue, and start looking for this. Okay, small, I know. Bend the finger so you pretense, and this finger, the upper finger, straight, massaging it. Now this is bent up, and this one is massaging it. If you feel like something is here, is like pushing it up, is good. The most important is not like to drag it down. This is a nice fat packet that has to be there. By the way, this little muscle can really deform then even fat packets that are here, that makes our eyes nice and useful. Now we will go into on a corner of our lips. We will take our depressor in this type of fold, and gonna start smiling and stretching. So really try to bring your lip up while having this in your hands. Active release technique. You see? Let's do one more time. Take it like a hot dog. It really feels like a little hot dog because the muscle is tough. And start smiling when you know you have it. Your fingers gonna go apart to each other, and you're gonna smile. Take it fully. And smile. One more time. Very good. Perfect. Perfect for lips. Let's do some cheek lift. Place your hand like this, cup your cheek. If you have a lot of going on here when you do the cheek lift, then you place your hand like this. But I like to cup it, and don't worry the wrinkles. It's a fascia, it's a skin that made a fold on top of shortened fascia. It's not that wrinkle that appears like if you I don't know, if you sleep for 7 hours in one position and there is a wrinkle, you know that wrinkle will go away. The wrinkles that we have, because they become static, because the muscle is shortened. So if you for a minute create some folds here, trust me, you're not going to wake up with the fold here. However, if you're very precautious, do it with this, holding this tissue like this with the tough fingers. So a little bit of folding, this is what I'm trying to say. A little bit of folding, it's okay. This is not how wrinkles created. Wrinkles created like usually 5-6 years. Takes time. And go. Oh. Relax your lips and lift the cheek up to here and a little hold. Three, 4. We will go 7 times. Your cheeks are ready. And 1. One. This one is for me for some reason tougher going. Very, very, very good, girls. And the last one just feels like it will make sense to again relax the musculature with this side of your knuckles. You go 1, 2, 3 times like this, then second floor and third floor. Up, down, up, down, up, down, second floor, and the third floor. Very good. Now full face, blood flow improved. Hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'm looking forward for your feedback.